All right, so let's talk about consciousness. What does it mean when we say consciousness emerges, and why is it any different from what's already been written in countless books on metaphysics? I know it's a topic that seems like it's been explored to death, but stick with me here because there's a depth to this conversation that's worth unpacking. When we explore consciousness and emergence in the context of the holographic universe, we're talking about something profound. We're not just looking at isolated systems, we're talking about a universe that grows and learns fractally through feedback loops that build awareness layer by layer. Consciousness, as part of this holographic system, arises not just as a product of complexity, but as a fundamental aspect of reality itself. My name is Christopher Keel, and I'm an autodidactic and armchair philosopher who spent the past 25 years studying consciousness, metaphysics, quantum physics, and many other disciplines. My journey has been driven by one core question: what connects everything? Today we're diving into how the holographic universe operates as a fractal system, constantly evolving through feedback loops, and how consciousness emerges within this framework. So let's start with the idea of fractals. A fractal is a pattern that repeats itself at every scale, from the tiniest particles to the largest cosmic structures. Think of it the way that rivers branch, the veins in a leaf or the spiraling arms of a galaxy. These aren't random, they're part of an infinite, self-similar design. The holographic universe works in much the same way. Imagine the universe as a vast fractal, where every piece contains the whole. At each level, patterns emerge that mirror the larger systems. Consciousness emerges as part of this fractal growth, not from any one point or process, but from the interactions and relationships between all of them. Now here's where it gets really fascinating. The holographic universe doesn't grow in a straight line. It evolves through feedback loops, constant cycles of input, interaction, and adaptation. Take this simple example. The way light reflects off a mirror. If you place two mirrors facing each other, the reflections repeat infinitely, creating layers of complexity. This recursive process is similar to how we build the holographic universe, or how the universe builds itself. Each reflection adds a new layer of information which feeds back into the system, creating more depth and complexity. So apply this to consciousness. In the holographic universe, every experience, every interaction feeds back into the larger system. The universe learns through this process just as consciousness evolves through reflection and adaptation. The feedback loops aren't just mechanical, they're dynamic, building awareness at every scale. So let's talk about recursion. It's the process of something referring back to itself. It's at the heart of how awareness emerges. Think of a fractal pattern. Each iteration builds on the last, adding new layers of detail and complexity. The same is true for consciousness in the holographic universe. Imagine the universe as a vast holographic fractal. At the smallest scale, particles interact, creating patterns. Those patterns form atoms, molecules, and eventually life. With each step, the system becomes more complex, and with complexity comes awareness. At first, it's simple, a reaction to stimuli. But as the fractal grows, so does the depth of awareness, leading to thought, emotion, and then self-awareness. In the holographic model, consciousness isn't something that's separate from the universe. It's part of how the universe grows and experiences itself. Every decision you make, every thought you have, every interaction you engage in, those are all contributions to that holographic system. This is why the universe can be seen as participatory. Just as a hologram contains the whole image in every piece, every conscious being contains and contributes to the larger awareness of the universe. Your life, your thoughts, your awareness, they're all part of this infinite feedback loop, shaping and being shaped by the fractal growth of the whole. So is consciousness emergent or is it fundamental? In the context of the holographic universe, it's actually both. On one hand, consciousness emerges through complexity, through the recursive growth of patterns and feedback loops. But on the other hand, the holographic model suggests that consciousness is fundamental to reality. It's not just a byproduct of these interactions. It's embedded in the very fabric of existence, as inherent as space, time, and energy. The dual nature, emergent and fundamental, is what makes consciousness so mysterious and profound. It's both a product of the universe's fractal growth and a participant in that growth, driving it forward. So why does any of this matter? Because it changes how we see ourselves. If we're not part of a holographic universe, if we're part of a holographic universe, then our lives aren't insulated or insignificant. Every thought, every action, every connection contributes to the growth of the fractal. This also means that the challenges we face, the chaos and the complexities of life, aren't random. They're part of the feedback loops that drive the system forward. Just like the jagged edges of a fractal, our struggles add to the depth and beauty of this pattern. In the end, when we talk about consciousness emerging in the holographic universe, we're talking about a process that's both deeply personal and infinitely vast. It's the fractal growth of awareness through feedback, recursion, and connection. It's the universe experiencing itself growing through every moment of awareness, through you, through me, through all of us. We're not just observers of the process. We are participants in it. Consciousness isn't something we have, it's something we are. And it's through this fractal dance of growth and feedback that the universe continues to evolve. So what do you think? Is consciousness a byproduct of complexity, or is it something fundamental to the holographic universe itself? How do you see your role in this fractal system? Let me know in your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're interested in exploring these ideas further, check out my book, The Conscious Dance, Quantum Gravity, Fractals, and the Fabric of Reality. It's available now on Amazon and Kindle, and in that book I dive deeper into how consciousness, fractals, and the holographic universe are interconnected in ways that are both scientific and profoundly metaphysical. Thank you.